Hello my people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So today is a Saturday, and yesterday I did not put out a video because I was so tired and I had some urgent issues to attend to. However, I've come back with another video, and we are going to be taking a look at some of the trades we took in the past week. Also to show you the behind the scenes of the trade, the analysis that made us arrive to such trades, and also to show you how you can maneuver the forex market. So if you are new to forex trading, this video is for you. If you don't know how to analyze the market, this video is definitely for you. And also, if you don't know how to take your forex entries, stick around until when you find what you're looking for. And also don't forget that we are almost at 1k subscribers, and I'm going to be teaching you how to analyze the market for free. So don't forget, soon I'm going to be sharing the Telegram channel such that people can start now joining. I'll be sharing a link so people can start joining. So you guys will be joining the channel, and then we shall wait for others to come as I will be teaching you how to analyze the forex market step by step. So stick around, subscribe, make sure you're subscribed to the channel because the offer is going to be for only people who are subscribed to the channel. Also, people have been requesting for signals. I'm going to be looking forward to start giving you signals, but that one you'll be paying for. If you want them, I'll be giving you signals, but you'll be paying for them. And also the last thing I'd want to say is people who want to start the forex from zero to expert level or to advanced level, you guys are going to be paying. However, the people I'm going to teach for free are the people who are no basics about forex, but they don't know how to analyze the market, they don't know how to enter trades, and they don't know how to get valid setups. Those are the people I'm going to be teaching for free for a full month. So stick around, subscribe to the channel, also be part of the community such that when the offer comes, you're able to benefit out of it. So that being said, let's go to the analysis. So I'm going to start with AUD NZD. AUD NZD, you remember for the longest time I've been telling you AUD NZD was going to fall. Why have I been saying it was going to fall? Because it had made a double top on the daily time frame, and there was a head and shoulder on the weekly time frame. So I was so optimistic that AUD NZD was likely to fall, and when it was falling, my first level target was here, this demand zone. This is a rally demand zone. So AUD NZD was likely to fall up to here, giving us 130 or 40 pips. However, AUD NZD gave us this engulfing candle, and then we knew the next week it was likely to fall. This was around Friday, yes, last week. So I knew this week AUD NZD was going to fall. But then AUD NZD was not yet ready to fall. It consolidated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from Monday. It has been consolidating. However, on Friday it gave us some pips up to around 120 pips. So when we reached there, I removed my position because, okay, my thought process was like AUD NZD was not yet ready to fall. So I said, let me remove some of my profits because just in case it wants to retrace back, I don't have to be part of that games. So I removed my profits, and now AUD NZD, it is still at that level. It has retraced back within. It is not closing below this. And now the question should be, why is AUD NZD not closing below this price level? This is the first step, the second, and now the third just closed above. So until AUD NZD is able to close below here, chances of it dropping are becoming slim. And when you look at the 4-hour time frame, you see that it was making lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, and now it is looking like going back. So AUD NZD is not clear for now. I wouldn't be in it if I were you. Me, I removed my profits and I'm no longer into that trade. So when I come back to some of the pairs that we've been talking about, let me come to GBP CAD. So GBP card, what has happened is, you remember in GBP card came down here, there was a 4-hour demand zone. You said I marked it very well, 4-hour demand zone with liquidity here. Price tapped in and sat in very well on the 4-hour. However, on the daily, it was just a rejection. So on the daily, it was just a rejection. So I said to myself, if the price wants to buy from here, let it come back, sit here comfortably, and then start moving to the upside. Then price was like, no, you don't tell us what to do. So what happened is, price came, broke up here. Remember, this is a level that price has not been able to break for a longest time. We started from here, 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 and now here. So for the longest time, price has not been able to break this level. So now price just came, broke the level, and now closed above. And this is what I always tell you, a break shouldn't be just a mere look to the upside. This can look like a fake out. A break should be a full candle closure to the upside, like this one here. This is a full break. Price broke and closed to the upside. It did not end there. The next candle that printed also opened and closed upside. These are daily candles, meaning this area has been now broken, and we are likely to continue to the upside. And you see my level is still here. So if prices continue to the upside, it is going to buy up to this level. So this is looking like a break and retest. If you go to the line chart, you will see it clearly. This is looking like price resists here, comes back, breaks the level, and retests to go to the upside. That is what is looking like. However, how now do you take advantage of this? You do not trade at the level here, because price can easily just try to first come down before it proceeds, or even just come down. So what you do is, you want to confirm this trend that it has indeed started going to the upside. How do you confirm that? Very simple. We wait for Monday candles to start printing to the upside. By that, we just wait this high to be taken out, this previous high. If this high is taken out, we confirm our buys, and then we start buying to the upside. We only now buy demand zones. Only buying demand zone to the upside. So we have a demand zone on the 2-hour. Even on the 4-hour, it is there, rally base rally, but 2-hour it was clear. You see it. This is a rally, a base, a rally. Good move, our engulfing candle, indecision candle, making a high liquidity down here. So it's a good demand zone. So price is currently reacting from there. And think about it. If price wanted to go below here, it would just simply blow and go down. But you see, price came here, reacted again. It is still ranging in the area. So what you want to do is, you want price to come and take out this high. As long as it takes out this high and start printing candle up here, then you start looking for demand zones only to buy to the upside. You will continue to look for those demand zones and continue buying to the upside until when we reach this price level here. So just wait for the up candles that open next week. If you see any break and closure above here, start looking for buys only. It means the trend has now changed. It has continued to uptrend. So you continue buying to the upside. And when will the uptrend likely stop? When we reach here, this previous resistance zone. So moving from here up to here, it is going to be an uptrend. What you want to do is, you want to only continue looking for demand zones, buy demand zone, buy any valid demand zone, just on the 4-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour, any valid demand zone, buy until when you reach this zone. When you reach this zone, the trend has likely ended. And guys, this is now how you get to determine the trend of the market, because price moves from zones to zones. So if you're on the daily and you know that you have broken this previous zone, then we are likely to move to this current zone. So if you are likely to move to this current zone, it is simple. How are we going to move there? We are going to be moving either through supply and demand, but most especially demand, because now we are in an uptrend. So on the daily, the candles are going to be many. However, on the 4-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour, you're going to be only looking for demand zones to buy, because the trend is going to be bullish. However, if price decides to come back here, then we shall wait for it to come and react from this demand zone, come up here, make like a head and shoulder, and then we drop it down. If it decides to come and close down here, so this is what happened in that scenario. If price decides to come back here, we want it to react from this demand zone, Then we take it back to this up here to make the right shoulder of this left shoulder, because this is a left shoulder, this would be now the head, this would be the right shoulder. So if price decides to come back here, and I see it very likely, if it decides to come back here, it is okay. We will wait for it to come and react from this demand zone, then later buy up to here, and then we drop it down to back to this level before now we can come back to the upside. That is what I'm thinking. That is my thought process. I'm not saying that is what price it will do, but that is my thought process. Because price is wise. It has broken up here, but it might just be a fake out. And these things happen a lot on GBP card. They happen like fake out. You can see it happened here. Price came, dropped here, and then filtered this thing and then closed below. Then the next candle also opened and closed below, but the next one came up. After coming up, we reacted then from this resistance zone here and then dropped to make the left shoulder of this head here, and then we started buying to the upside. I'm not saying it will happen, but it is likely to happen. So if I put the line chart, you will see that the head and shoulder will be complete. We shall have a shoulder, left shoulder, and then a head, and then a right shoulder here, and then drop down. But if we are to buy, we shall react from this demand zone there. So what do we want to do? Two scenarios can happen next week. We can get price come and close above, then that scenario we shall start buying to the upside. However, the second scenario is the one that is, I think, it would be likely. Anyway, I don't know what price will do, but I'm just anticipating. But this is just in preparation to be ready of what price can do. If it comes and closes below here, it will come to react from this demand zone. I think it will be so clear on the 4 hour. Let me first mark it. So let me go to the 4 hour and see what I can find. Okay, the zone is here on the 4 hour. The zone is here on the 4 hour. I think this one. Now we have two zones. We have also this one here, but this one is more clear. This one here. So I think a 2 hour can give us a clear zone. 2 hour it is clear. Many indecision candles there, and then a good move away. So if I just do like this, you will see it. So you see that one. We have a zone up, and then we have this one here, and then we have this one down. But before we reach to this one down, we still have two zones up here. So what will happen is price has to come, tap into this zone, then shoot to the upside, or it can break the zone, come and react from here, and make a head and shoulder here, and then drop. However, we shall not predict what the market will do. Ours is to prepare and wait, mark out our zones very well, and wait for price action to come and show us their cards. If it is to move up, then we shall see that happening. However, we know what price is likely to do, so we're just waiting to confirm if it indeed wants to do that. So the next pair I want to talk about is Euro AUD. Now Euro AUD, you remember we bought Euro AUD up to here. Then I thought it was going to retrace from here. Then I removed my position around 200 pips. It retraced up to here. Then I said, oh, I think I was right. Kumbe, that is not what it wanted to do. Then it started moving to the upside. Then I figured out if it is going up, where it is going to react, where it is likely to react is this zone here. So I marked out the zone. I wanted price to react from here, give me an indecision candle like you see this one or this one, and then we start selling to the upside. However, price is not giving us clues. I think they have known that now we know where to buy and sell from. So price is not giving me clues. Price came here. This is not the real market. The real market moves. These one are not the real market moves. The real market moves is always slow and steady, like you see here. Price that doesn't just shoot up. No, these are manipulations. They know that we want to buy from here. So what they do when they reach this zone, they don't give us confirmation. It just drops. So the only way we'll be interested to sell this Euro AUD is when price comes back to this level, gives me an indecision candle like you see this one here, or like it gave us this, or like it gave us this, and then I look for sales to the downside. If I have not seen that, I'm not interested in Euro AUD. However, it has confirmed our bias that it was going to reach here and sell. It has sold very well around 100 pips. However, we did not give us any setup to enter, so we would not be interested in such market moves. So I think that is Euro AUD. Then I can tap a little bit on Euro card. Euro card, you remember I told you buy from here, and then we go to the ups here, then we start selling. What happened is we were supposed to sell from this supply zone, however only with confirmations. We did not get any confirmation. Instead, the Thursday candle just shot up and broke this high here. Now you always remember, I always tell you, in order for us to confirm a break, we want price to close above with a full body closure, and then the next candles should print and stay above. But what happened is the next candle printed and closed below. This is a Friday candle, went up to here to make a high, and then closed below the previous price. This is the opening price of the previous day's candle. It closed below that opening price, and the lowest it reached closed below. So for me, I think this is more of manipulations than a proper move or to break a break to the upside. So we shall wait. We shall wait. We shall wait. And what are you waiting for? We are waiting for price to do what? We are waiting for price to either confirm the break to the upside or come back to this level here, and then we shall buy it up to here. That is what we are waiting, because now the sales we cannot enter for now because we have no valid setup. The valid setup was here, but we did not get the indecision candle that we require, so price just went through that zone. But now it has come back, so we are waiting next week to see, does price come back here or price continues to the upside. But whatever it does, we shall be waiting. If it decides to continue to the upside, then we shall be looking for a level up there to move that uptrend. If it decides to come back down here, we shall wait for it down here and then buy it up to this level. That level has around 150 pips, so it is worth the wait. You can wait. So that is 158 pips. So it is worth the wait. So you can wait for price to come back here and then we buy it to the upside. But for now, we are not interested. So if price comes back here and then retraces, we shall get a right shoulder and then sell. But for now, we are not interested until that happens. So that is on Euro card. I think that is all. Do I have any other pair? I don't think. I think that's all the pairs. The JPY pairs, I wanted to sell the JPY, to buy the JPY pairs, but JPY pairs have done a lot of manipulation. I thought this one was going to react from here. This candle was closing like an indecision candle, and I told you if it closes as an indecision candle on Friday, I'll be looking for buys. However, it sold up to here. I was not interested. The moment it sold like a full candle, I was not interested. So then I said, let it come, make the right shoulder, because if you look very well, this is a left shoulder ahead. It was going to make another right shoulder here, then we start buying. So I said, let it come and make like a right shoulder here, and then we start buying. What indeed instead it came, tapped into the zone and rejected. So this is not considered as a right shoulder. We want price to come and sit on this level very well before you can start buying to the upside. So JPY pairs, we shall just wait until when it is going to give us clear direction. So for now, what is looking is, because if you see very well here, it looks like we've broken this level. Now we are making a lower high before we can start selling to here. So what we can do is simple. You can just go down to the lower time frames and look for supply zones, and when I look here, I can see a clear zone on the 4 hour. This one here is a very clear supply zone on the 4 hour. But yeah, let me see if I can refine it better. On the 2 hour, it's not clear. 1 hour, you can bring it to this one here. So we have that zone there. So if price is to sell, we shall expect it because this is a break of structure, and this is a good mover. So we shall expect it to tap this zone and then sell up to here, sit here comfortably before you can think of buying it to the upside. Let me see ADJPY, what is there. So ADJPY, it is the same thing on the 4 hour. Same thing on the 4 hour. what is happening is we have a breakout structure, and then there is a supply zone here. Same thing, AUDJPY, but on the daily you see it was just a rejection. It was just a rejection. So we'd want AUDJPY to come and sit here very well. There, sit there very well before we can start buying it. Same thing with I think GBP. GBP now, there's a demand zone here for our demand zone that GBP reacted from for our demand zone, but it did not sit here very well. You see, the break and retest should be clear. Break, retest, we go. Not with the wicks, but with bodies. So what I'll be looking is GBP, JPY, it sold very well. However, what I'll be looking is, I think it is breaking this zone. Does it want to react from here? I don't know. I don't know. Really, I'll just wait for this pair to show me what it wants to do. For now, I'm not really interested. So NZDJPY would be the last one if I end this video. So NZDJPY, same thing. It had to come and sit here very well. Sit here to make the right. This is the left shoulder head, make the right shoulder. But just give us a rejection. So we are not interested. What we can do, we can look for cells to come and sit here very well, and if it comes back, you think about it, will be making a double bottom on the 4 hour. So we can look for cells at around this zone, come tap us in, come this level, and then we start buying, because this will be a double bottom on the 4 hour, and then on the daily it would have sat there very well. Then we start buying to the upside. So let's just wait. We had a zone here which was very clear. Price never came to react from it. This one was very clear. After breaking here, if it came and reacted from here, it was a very good sell. However, it did not. So currently we have a breakout structure, lower low. We would like price to come and tap here, come back, give us a double bottom, and then we start buying. So for now, we just have to wait. So I think that is all. I don't want to take long on these videos. Video is already 20 minutes. I will end there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video if you have found value out of it. Also, don't forget, soon I'm starting my classes and I will be giving you signals. So be part of the community and wait for that to happen. We are all going to learn trading by force. Okay, so that is all for today. Have a blessed day. We shall meet in the next one tomorrow. Bye.